Hey, good morning, my friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. There is a fiery sunrise going on here on this absolutely gorgeous Monday morning. So much on the horizon for you all, including the PCS show opening up at the Orange County Fairgrounds on Thursday. That's going to be one heck of a show. So many exhibitors, so many great seminars, so much to learn, and so much fun to have at the PCS show. Orange County Fairgrounds coming up this Thursday. I'll be wandering around there. Hope to see you there. Also, Small Craft Advisory back in effect tonight at 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. It may get even extended after that. We're going to have some windy weather once again and hazardous seas here in Southern California. So a good time for you to be on the beach and not out on the water. I know, it's a sea of tranquility here this morning. It's absolutely gorgeous with Catalina Island dominating the horizon and that fiery sunrise. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Nothing like a swig of hot coffee in this gorgeous, beautiful day and morning. It is so good to be back with you all. All right, my friends, good to be with you. We'll cover a little bit of fishing with you. As you can probably guess, there's not a whole lot going on because of this inclement weather, which is going to continue through Wednesday, it seems like. I'm trying to beat the rain this morning, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. But it is nice and calm. There's no wind. The ocean looks beautiful, and it's just another great day. Hey, I have got to thank some new Patreon members. Of course, Patreon is the only way we can bring you all this content. www.patreon.com, Friedman Adventures. If you go there for as little as $5 a month, you can support what we're doing here on the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel, and that means so much to us. New members are Jabobo Tubbs. Thank you so very much. Jorge Gama. Really appreciate it. Tim Marquez. Tim, great to see you here. Duzong Duong. Thank you so very much. Green Boxes. Manny Mercado. Mike Crawford. Slippy McTooth. And Brett Ender. You guys, you have my heartfelt thanks. It really means a lot to get your support. It really helps us, as I say, to produce more and more content for you. We'll keep it coming, and we've got a lot of great plans. And thanks to everybody who's been wishing me well. I still have that dumb stomach flu. I can feel it. It's still with me. I feel good this morning, but as the day goes on, I start to whine and cry, and somebody has to play a violin because the poor little baby is sick. Hopefully, this is not going to go on all that much longer, but for now, it remains with me. All right, gorgeous morning here, and let's go down to Cabo San Lucas. Just talked to my friend Sean Morgan, who's down in Cabo. He runs a yacht down there and does a great job on the Wild and Sack is the name of the yacht. He says, same thing, no marlin out in front of San Jose del Cabo or Cabo San Lucas. I mean, very few. A little bit of sierras and roosters on the beach. Same old story down there. Not a whole lot fishing-wise going on in Cabo San Lucas right now. Moving you up to Cedros Island. Cedros has been producing some big halibut, but the tourism thing isn't really going right now. Most of the tourists start to go to Cedros when the yellowtail bite takes place. That'll be springtime. Prolific yellow bites down there all year long, but mostly in the spring into the fall. That's when you get your outstanding bites, and there's calico bass, and there's halibut and white sea bass, and all kinds of other species. It's a great place to fish. Moving you up to the San Quintin area, small agricultural town in northern Baja California, where San Martin Island dominates off the coast, and there's several rocks and pinnacles where you can pick up some really nice rockfish and yo-yo iron yellowtail. That's been the name of the game when we haven't had this kind of weather. Gorgeous sunrise this morning. It is absolutely beautiful. And also moving you up to Punta Colonette. Well, up there at Colonette, which is 120 miles below the border, we see good rock fishing, a lack of yellowtail. Boats out of San Diego are running down there and fishing. The Relentless was there most recently. Had some adverse conditions, like current was off and everything else, but they still managed some nice lings and reds and all kinds of great eating bottom fish. Hopefully we'll see a yellow bite kick into gear. But weather really has gotten in the way all year long for those trips. 70 miles below the border, our friends down there in Ensenada, Baja California Norte, are continuing to catch rockfish when they don't have this weather, and they've been affected by it also. It's been nasty in that neck of the woods also, so we'll keep our eyes on it. But rockfish, some big bonita and smaller bonita around the Punta Banda area, down the beach, Soledad Reef, and areas off Santo Tomas, still biting very well on the bottom fish for our friends down there at Blackfin Sport Fishing, Arnie Sport Fishing, and Diego Nunez at Costa Baja Sport Fishing. Some good stuff going on. All right, long-range vessels that are fishing way down there, they're fishing 500, 600 miles down the Baja Peninsula, sometimes a little bit further than that, and they have been catching a fair amount of yellowfin tuna. Some days are really good, some days are not so good. Mostly 50 to 90 pounds with fish up to 200 pounds and above on occasion. A little sprinkling of wahoo for those guys also on the long range boats out of SD, San Diego, as they continue to do that kind of a thing. Now, on a day like today, yeah, you could definitely get out and catch some sculpin and whitefish here in Southern California. That is open right now, open in terms of you're allowed to catch it. And also the wintertime bass bite has been pretty good this year. And by pretty good, I mean, maybe a fish per rod, maybe 2 fish. Guys that really know what they're doing are catching more than that. Boats from San Diego all the way up to Marina del Rey have been doing pretty good on the wintertime bass this year. Unfortunately, we're going to get that wind here this evening, and it's probably going to screw things up for another day or so. Looks like I'm going to avoid the rain here this morning, but it looks like it could start at any point in time again. Fishing fluorocarbon is a good idea. We like Opsin fluorocarbon, www.opsinusa.com. Put in FA at checkout and you'll get a free gift and a love note from owner Greg Brown. Keep that in mind. Remember, you're fishing structure in the wintertime. Those bass know how to come out of their holes, bite your bait, and run right back in. So it's essential that you start pulling hard and getting line on those fish before you are sawed off and it's goodbye, and that's the end of it. Still, there's been a lot of squid, market squid, at many of the islands. It kind of comes and goes. Catalina had a lot of squid, then it went away, and then you'll get another influx of the squid. The Channel Islands area, lots of squid, and also Clemente and Nicholas and Santa Barbara. They've all had their share of market squid this year. Why do I mention that? Is there anybody out there who wants to go fishing for the squid besides commercial guys? Well, I mention it because it is a magnet that is an essential part of the food chain that draws predators into Southern California. The more squid, the more predators. I'm talking white sea bass in the spring. I'm talking even yellowtail and halibut this spring. You can almost bank on it going on up there in the Channel Islands. They have been all over it at Ventura Sport Fishing and the other landings. I mean, they have had spectacular years. But this year we might see it bleed a little bit more into Catalina Island, which you see right there behind me, silhouetted behind me. It's gorgeous this morning. So fingers crossed that it bites down this way again. Now, NOAA is predicting, I thought I saw something there. NOAA is predicting an El Nino later this summer. Briefly, that means warm water, okay? So that return of that Dorado bite, is it imminent? Is it a slam dunk? It's hard to say. That was such an unusual bite, such an aberrational bite. We'd never seen anything like it before. So to get a repeat of it seems like, well, kind of far-fetched in a way. But on the other hand, is this the new normal? Are we going to see bites like that in Southern California? Have things changed oceanographically here to bring all that Dorado in? And with an El Nino and warmer water, God, it all kind of makes sense. So we'll just have to wait and see if indeed we're going to see that bite manifest itself again. And the bluefin tuna don't seem to have gone anywhere. Evidence of it in the channel here between Catalina and the mainland. Fish down the Baja coast have been caught by commercial guys before all this weather. There seems to be really a good shot at bluefin tuna this year. And albacore, we haven't started our predictions yet, but we are watching that closely, watching conditions closely. You know, an El Nino with warm water suggests that maybe not, but you could get that early season albacore run. We're not quite ready to go out on a limb and blow it again this year, but you know, albacore are a cooler water tuna, long fin tuna, and they like that 63.5 water up to like 68 degrees, and you start to get above that, and albacore get uncomfortable in that warm water, and they go seeking cooler water. That's what they're most comfortable in. So that's just another thing we're going to be watching for you very, very closely. Don't even think about fishing the surf, even though you could get a morning in here today. The reason I say that is every single year people get washed off the rocks or jetties, and some innocent life is lost, and especially kids. The reason I say it is because it's going to get nasty later today and be nasty tomorrow. If you want to surf fish this morning, great, but please pay special attention to the conditions. Be very, very careful about that. You don't want to risk your life for a chance to catch a surffish. Now, nice conditions, and there's a lot of halibut starting to spawn. Lucky Craft lures, chrome crocodile lures, all work really well in this surf, and we are seeing perfect conditions this morning. But as I say, tonight it's going to worsen. We're going to get into a small craft advisory. Don't forget to hit that like button. It means so much to us. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, it's free, and you'll be notified when there's new content. And share these videos if you get a chance. And remember, Patreon is the way we're able to produce more and more content for you all. And your great support means more to me than you could ever imagine. All right, I think it's almost time for me to go back up and start whining like a little baby. I don't feel good. The stomach. You know, my problems are like that compared to what a lot of you are going through. And speaking of that, Paul Burbank, I heard from you yesterday. It's so great, my friend, to hear that you are doing well. And I know you are going to prevail in this battle. I know you are. Same with you, Eddie Leland. And same with you, in case I haven't heard about you or you are in a tough situation. I send you all my very, very best. All right, my friends, gorgeous morning here in SoCal, but unfortunately, the rain is going to start to fall a little bit later in the day today, followed by a clearing wind at about 8 o'clock. It's going to get a little nasty. Don't forget, PCS show on Thursday. We'll be out there goofing around with all of you. Can't wait to see you. And once again, I can't thank you enough for all you do for Friedman Adventures. All right, stay tuned for more today. Who knows? Maybe I won't feel that bad, and I'll be able to put some new content up for you all. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me here this morning on this beautiful beach in SoCal, and I hope to see you really, really soon. Take care, my friends.